guess I touched the button accidentally. Again, I'm gonna have to find a way, I know it can be done, to paste these videos together. I'm gonna ask for help on that one, because I wanted to do this right. Okay, if you're ever at a resting point, which I don't even know if I am or not, but this just came to me. If you're ever at a checkpoint, look up. And if you see a bird, say hello. No birds. Take a breath, or one, or two, or three. Once you're ready, once you've looked around and wondered which is your best direction, then you're ready, and I'm going to keep going the same direction along this log. Whoa! Quite often, I accidentally put my foot down, so instead of lifting the foot that I just put down, I go to my other foot. I always go one foot and then the other, unless I need to do it differently, in which case sometimes moving one foot and then the same foot again is the right thing to do. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes touching the ground. If you have to touch the ground, aim for the lichen, or aim for two sticks creating an X. Okay, I've got a slippery stick underneath me. Push it down. Whoa! Almost tripped and almost fell off the big log. But I didn't. A stick almost tripped me. Hey, look, I'm on the same log that I went the other way on. Quite often, you'll come to a spot that you've been before, but now you're going back the other way. And on this one, I feel like I should step on that middle piece. And funny enough, I feel like I should jump over this. So I didn't even touch that big log that time. I just decided to avoid it altogether. And I see a big moss-covered tree with a huge old stump. And those are drawing me to it for sure. Tempting to walk through there, because quite often that means two of those looks like it's something you should walk through. But look at this guy's in my way. This little spindly spidery plant. So I don't think I should go that way after all. Instead, I'm seeing some dewdrops. So I'm going to do that. You can eat the dewdrops, just don't eat the mushrooms. Everybody knows not to eat mushrooms, but what people don't know, look at that. There's a third bended thing. I'm going to use my right hand. It doesn't want to be stabilized, so I'm just going to pull it off. Don't move my feet. Just look for it. Oh, I pulled it off. I made it land right on there, and I did that 3 times too. 3 for 3 with getting branches to not hit the ground. So as I was saying, many people understand not to eat mushrooms that you find randomly and you can't identify, but what people don't understand is that you can touch those mushrooms and say hi to them, and you can feel the energy coming off of them. Look at that stump. Oh my God, it's like 12 foot tall. Well, maybe 11. And then look at this guy. I used to be a tree hugger, well, I still am. But now I'm a tree walker. I thought about calling this game tree walking, but I decided to call it puzzle walking instead. Now, if I thought I could climb this thing, I might give it a shot. I might put my phone down and do it, but I can tell that that's a tall ask for my abilities. Be aware of your abilities. Some people are monkeys. They're going to be able to do more intense routes than other people. It's not about being the most intense route doer. It's about being good at following your inner guidance. That's all that really matters in this game. That and being safe. Not doing too much. Where do I step? That triangle is facing me. What does that mean? I think it means turn around. I wanted to go through there, but now that okay, I'm just going to keep turning actually and go through right here. There's the doggy. Does she know which way to go? Oh, there's someone's house through the woods. The neighbors. Usually no one is gonna notice you when you're playing this game. But if someone does, just take a few minutes out of your day to have a short interaction with them. And if they're telling you that they have cats or chickens or that your dog should be on a leash, then you don't need to explain to them anything. You just say, I'll be more aware next time of keeping her close to me, kind of thing. A lot of people aren't going to understand why your dog's not on a leash. Don't let that offend you. That is sometimes your move. Look at all those mushrooms. These I'm not going to touch. There's too many of them. Bunches of mushrooms I held my hand over without touching. Feel the energy coming right off of them. Hello, mushroom. Sometimes I say hello. Sometimes I forget to. Look at that. There's a mushroom inside this old stump. That's pretty cool. Okay. Which direction to go? I believe I'm being guided this way. Try to not touch the bran. Here's a log. Here's another log. Look at that. Tightrope. You know, some people are really good at tightroping. So by that first step, I could tell that this thing's not going to hold me. So I just step next to it instead. Do not tightrope that. Instead, use it as an ankle stabilizer for my feet. Not touching this big tree, because that would be too easy. If a big tree is not necessary to balance you, then avoid touching it. What to do now? Hard to say. So I'm just going to walk through these two old moss-covered stumps. Through I go. And there's a big old stump. If I wouldn't have walked through there, I wouldn't have noticed this big old stump. I just became aware that these people do have cats who get scared of dogs. So I'm looking around. I can kind of hear Nala off to the left there. And I'm just going to hyperextend my awareness to the point where I'm paying attention to whether she's going into that yard or not. She's smart enough not to, because the people were very nice, but they asked us not to. But you just never know with a dog. Look at that old stump. It's holding me very sturdily. Good place to take a breath or two. And I see another big old stump, and I see two more. This could be the end of my route. I'm not saying that I completed this route with flying colors. I know I didn't. I see these 2 old stumps. I'm going to avoid them, but I'm going to walk through them. But you're not... oh, yeah. So I never did move that last suspended old dead little stick. Because I remember I got 2 of them, but not the 3rd one. So now and the 3rd one was stuck. Here's one. Right there. Oh, there's another one. So I'm going to just put this on top of that one. Stepping up onto this old stump, and look at that, it's holding me really well. That's a sign that I'm supposed to be standing on this stump. Take a breath. See some leaves stuck in a tree. Go to the ground, leaves. You want to be there. I just have the feeling that you want to be there. There's some leaves over there that I'm drawn to do that with. Can I get through here? Some moves are kind of tricky. That's up to you. So that was 1 old stump that I stood on. That was 2 old stumps that I stood on. There's a leaf to create, oh, he's stuck. Don't want that one. Here's a leaf. 2 leaves. I gotta complete the 3 saving of already fallen leaves. So now I've got 3 different already fallen leaves that were suspended above the ground that I've got to the ground. Now I'm on the 3rd old stump, but yet again, look at that, it's holding me really well. So those were the right stumps. And I created a little crack in that. There's a stick that was on my neck from what I just did. So here, try to not touch. You only have 3 seconds to do this, to toss this thing before it docks you points. And you don't want to touch where you're putting it. You want to toss. You want it to land on the thing without touching it. And furthermore, you don't want to just drop it. You want to toss it. So that one failed. Well, maybe I was supposed to drop it. That depends. Sometimes you are supposed to drop it, and sometimes you're supposed to toss it. You want to follow the guidance that's telling you what to do. That's really how you make your move. That stick is gone. But if I had that throw back, if I had that move back, I probably would have just dropped it. But how was I to know? That's just one of those tricky ones. I do believe I just finished my game, my level that I was on. Whether I completed it with an A+, whether I completed it well enough to move to the next level, I'm not sure. I'll know next time I play this game by whatever route I'm led to. The trickiness of the route you're led to is a way of telling how far you've come in this game. Like I was saying before. But I have pretty much covered a lot of it. There's more details, and I'll get them in the next video, I'm sure. Yeah. So cool. Nala, come here! I hope we don't annoy that guy, because he was so nice the other day. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.